coming to you live from my floor. So if you see any dog hair, it's because I'm just hanging out on my floor tonight. I was realizing that when I was prepping for some upcoming videos, I really have quite an incredible amount of very, very lightly used products that I have tested maybe 1 or 2 times, and completely unopened products, whether it's products that I bought to test or products that I received in PR. And I thought it might be interesting to do a little bit more of like just a relaxing video and share with you guys all of these bins of products that I have, and also do a little bit of decluttering as well. I would really like to get rid of some of these items, give them to friends and family, and then maybe even do a giveaway really soon. I have makeup and I have skincare as well. A portion of this video is sponsored by Dermstore as well. They sent over a product that I personally have been super interested in, so I will share that with you guys a little bit later in the video. But if you're interested in LED red light therapy, make sure to stick around for that because I myself have been pretty interested in it. But for now, let's stick with a little bit of makeup. So the first item that I wanted to talk about is an item that I actually purchased from Westman AtelierEye. And I purchased this actually when I was in San Francisco with my sister. It was during the Credo sale. And I picked this up because, first of all, these are like powder, cream to powder textures. They come in these 3 little pods. They're very bite-sized and cute, and I did a little bit of swatching when I was in Credo, and I thought that the swatches were super, super beautiful. But you guys, I gotta tell you that what you see in a swatch is not always what translates onto the eyes, and unfortunately, I think that these just really gorgeous swatched out, but so far I'm not super impressed. I would much rather just buy something from Pat McGrath that I know the quality is going to be like superb, or even get a like single eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury or Tom Ford. I just feel like these don't really stack up to those other items that I really enjoy. I might keep it around. I might just give it away to someone that might get more use out of it. Yeah, I was unfortunately a little bit disappointed in this. Fortunately, I did get it 20% off, but still. This product is gonna kind of go into limbo, I think. You can see in here, I have a little bit of Chanel. I've been planning on doing a Chanel revamped kind of video. I did a whole brand overview of like the products that I had tried from Chanel, the products that I loved, and the products that I didn't think were worth the money. And I thought it would be really good to test more and kind of do a part 2 to that video. If there's any like Chanel products you think I would really enjoy, or products that you're interested in me trying out, please let me know down below. But I do have their Ultra Le Tint. I believe this is a newer foundation to them. So I've been trying this out. Unfortunately, it is not the right color. So I've only used it once, but it actually was just not the right shade. So I've been kind of putting off trying it out more, if I'm being honest. I also have their corrector right here, and I don't know how I feel about the texture. The thing is I'm starting to realize that I'm just so picky with like most makeup products that I don't think that this is a bad product, but I just already have those staple products in my routine. Can anyone else relate? It blends really nicely. Like, I don't think that I have much of an issue with it at this time, but I don't know. I also have one of their eyeshadow quads. This is the Tissé Vendôme, which is not how you say it. I have used this once before, but look at how beautiful those shades are. And the pans are just beautiful. I don't even know what to say. They're just so gorgeous. Really pretty shades, but I need to try it out more. And what do we have next? I have a bunch of different products. I have this little trio from Pure that they sent over to me. It's like these 3 different pretty lipsticks. They are making a donation for all of these products within this care line to help fight world poverty, which I think is so cool. I do think that this would be such a cute little like stocking stuffer kind of gift, so I might give it to one of my friends. But I think that this formula also is kind of appealing, so we'll see how I feel about that. The color selection is really, really pretty. They also have this beautiful brush set as well that they sent over, and I love that you also get the carrying case as well. Beautiful gift for someone in my life that wants a brush set, or maybe to one of you guys if I do a giveaway soon. I also have this Lime Crime palette that I've had, and like I have not even touched it, just because I'm not sure that this is really like Lime Crime makeup is super up my alley, if I'm being honest. Shades are very pretty, but I just don't know if it's something that I would really reach for. That shade looks actually pretty exceptionally pretty, but I don't know, I feel like there's a chance that someone else could get even more use out of it, so I'm probably going to declutter that. And I'm actually trying out this palette currently from good old Flower Beauty. These shades are very, very gorgeous. I mean, let me give you a couple of swatches here just so you guys can get a better idea. I'm very much impressed with this. I wasn't as much impressed with the Jungle palette. I felt like on the eyes they looked a little bit more textured. That swatch got a little bit messed up, but do you see how like insanely shiny these are? It's pretty incredible. This one is really pretty too. Swatch that one out. That one looks like something Pat McGrath would do for sure. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that this palette would be really fun for someone to play with, especially if you really enjoy high shine, like metallic finishes. I'm definitely going to keep testing it out and keep using it. The one thing that I will say about this palette though is I would definitely make sure to go in with a light hand. You really don't need a lot. These are not very densely pressed, so they're quite loose for this kind of formula. Like even comparing this to like the Westman Atelier swatch, I'm like, why would I spend $88 on 3 shadows when I could buy this for, I think it's like around $15 or something like that? It just doesn't make sense. Speaking of a product that I've been meaning to try out, so this is one of the Monochromes from Glossier. I picked this up and it just never really fit into a review. I didn't want to do like a dedicated review to it, but I picked up the shade Almond. It looks gorgeous, right? I don't know. This is something that's very much up my alley. I'll give you guys a couple of swatches here. I mean, that's very, very beautiful. I have the matte as well. That swatch wasn't as great. And then more of that satin. So some pretty mediocre swatches for you guys. I did use this once before and I thought it was pretty. I really enjoy something that looks very creamy and pretty, and I was really hoping that this would give me more, and I was just kind of underwhelmed, I think. I might just keep testing this out, update you guys, and then either keep it or give it away depending on how I'm feeling. And another item, see, not all of these items I've tested. Some I have, some I haven't, and I'll obviously let you know as I have been. But this is a product that I have been testing. It's from Rose Inc. It's their blush in the shade Anenome. And something that I've realized about this formula is that it's quite tacky. Sometimes I find that it looks really pretty, and then other times I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I think with so many different cream blushes on the market, I am incredibly picky. You guys, I have like an entire drawer of makeup dedicated to cream blush, cream liquid blushes. And when a formula doesn't really wow me, I get to that point where I'm like, I don't know if pretty and nice cuts it anymore for me. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I just am looking for something really amazing. I want something that excites me. You know what I mean? Speaking of exciting, so these are a couple of products from Phytosurgence, a couple of their very, very gorgeous blushes that they sent over. First of all, the pigment even difference between those two products is like so even, so smooth, moussey, and beautiful. This is the shade Swelter. And then I was really, really excited about that shade. And then I also have the shade Smolder as well, which is a very nice kind of tan shade. Really good for someone that is a little bit scared of blush, I think, because I think it could be kind of used on the cheekbones as well. If you wanted to do a little bit of shaping, it's a little bit more of a yellow undertone, but yeah, I think these blushes from Phytosurgence are a little bit more innovative. Been really enjoying them, and also the owners are so sweet. Also sent me the restorative moisturizer. I haven't gotten a chance to test this one out yet because I have been using only 2 skincare items. I've been using a serum and a moisturizer. It's been working pretty incredible for my skin, so I haven't been testing out a ton of skincare recently. But when the time comes, I will have this on hand because I do want to test this one out for myself. Some more products from Chanel. You can see I have one of their Lacquers eyeshadow, their liquid eyeshadows. And this is one of the fall shades, I believe. Oh, L'Homme Potpourri? I don't know, you guys. I can't pronounce French. So there it is. It's very pretty. I have used it once on my eyes and I was like, I don't know. You know, sometimes the swatch is not the whole story. And then I also have the Balm, the Sculpting Balm. Spoiler alert, I actually think that this one is very pretty, and I'm really excited to keep using it. And of course, you guys recommended me try this one out like since the beginning of the year, and I put it off. That's makeup that is right up my alley. Dewy, glossy, but amplified. It's not dewy, glossy like petroleum jelly. Like it gives me that extra something that I always really love with a very pretty natural kind of cream highlight. I also have one of the Rouge Coco Blooms. This is the shade 118, and I was very excited about this shade. I mean, look at it. It's pretty gorgeous. But I'm excited to compare this formula to the Rouge Coco Hydrating Lipsticks because that is kind of like a holy grail item for me from Chanel. So I want to be able to compare this formula for you guys and compare it to that one. Oh, I have another shadow from Sydney Grace as well. I know I'm jumping all around from like a bunch of different brands. So I bought this back when I did my original video on these shadows, but it was back ordered, so it finally came in. It's the shade Cliff Jumper, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Like, it's bomb. And if I had tried this during that video, I probably would have told you guys that this was one of my favorites just because it is gorgeous pigment. Make sure that you check out this video. I think that this is just such an underrated cream shadow product. By the way, if I didn't specify whether or not I'm keeping something, it's probably because I'm still testing it and have a video upcoming on it. But there are some items that I probably will be giving away. The first item I probably will be giving away is this Thorn Oil Cleansing Jelly Balm from Rituel de Fille. This was a limited release. I'm going to link their website down below in case you can still get your hands on this. I just have a bunch of cleansing balms that I want to try out. They also sent me some of these limited edition Celestial Sphere eye soothes. They have a bunch of different shades. Oh my gosh. And they're all, of course, names that I cannot pronounce, but it's like a cream shadow mixed with an eye gloss, in my opinion. They also sent me this, which I will be keeping and testing out as well. It's their Black Orb eyeliner, but it's this absolutely gorgeous, like red brown shade. I mean, look at that. And I just can't wait to do like just a winged liner just with this, nothing else. Such hefty, like really luxurious packaging as well. I also have a couple of pressed powders from Pure. I have 2 in the shade Porcelain, so I'll probably keep one, test it out, and then give one away. This cream blush from Chanel, it is the shade 24. More to come on this formula. I think this formula is really, really interesting. Super pretty color as well. I just need to give it more time. I also have a little bit of this Mehron mixing medium. I was kind of thinking about doing a video on like mixing mediums and just showing you guys a bunch of different, like some of my favorite powder shadows, except turn them into liquid. And I thought that would be kind of fun, but I don't know, like would it be? I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but I just thought it would be kind of fun. So that's why I have this. Glow Play blushes from MAC. This is the shade Groovy, and it's just bright and fun. Sometimes I'm just not feeling like something super bright, but I do need to test this out some more. And then lastly, I have one of the Thorn oil priming elixirs. So normally the Thorn oil from Rituel de Fille does not have a shimmer to it, but this one, I don't know if you can tell, this one does have a bit of like an iridescence throughout. Actually, it's right there. You have to kind of mix it up. Very, very pretty. And I think that I will probably like this one even more. Okay, so now I'm kind of like in a mixture of makeup and a little bit of skincare as well. It's a lot. But first, let me quickly talk to you guys about this mask that Derm store sent me. Since the pandemic, I feel like this kind of item has really been taking off. Items like the New Face, all of these kind of at-home tools. And I myself have been starting to get more interested in them and in general just really curious about the results that they will give me. And I watched a video from Doctorly. I don't know if you guys follow them. They are two dermatologists. They come out with videos like every week. Love their channel. And they talked about LED masks and red light, blue light therapy. That's when I started to get interested in this device in specific. So blue light is really great for acne. So this mask does both blue and red light therapy. There is some literature out there that says that this can really give you results. So blue light is better for acne and red light is better for fine lines, wrinkles. It can also help with dark spots, etc. All you need is like 3 minutes with this mask on daily, and I think that that is such a low time commitment that it made me kind of excited to see if I could just incorporate this into my nightly or morning routine. And hopefully I would really like to see some of my dark spots fade. I don't have a lot of dark spots, but I am starting to notice that the freckles that I have are getting darker. I mean, I have a good feeling that it's sun damage that is now revealing itself. So I would like to be proactive in that and see if this can be helpful for me. If you guys are a fan of these LED masks, please let me know down below. Do want to say though that I think it's important that you either wear protective eye gear or you just close your eyes when you're using this. That's something that they mentioned on Doctorly that I thought was pretty important to also mention to you guys. But I will keep you guys updated on this. I just have a really, really good feeling about it. So much product. Again, I like get kind of overwhelmed, so that's why I want to give some stuff away and then separate out the stuff that I know I want to test. Jeez, you guys, there's just so much. So I do have this Pure Cloud Cream. It's the Gel to Water Hydrating Essence Moisturizer. And honestly, like, out of all of the Pure products that they sent, this one seems super interesting. It actually has quite a few ingredients that I'm excited about. It does have shea butter, which is like one of my favorite ingredients in skincare, period, as well as ceramides. I'll probably give this a go in the future. Also have this set, which I think is so cool. So it is a illuminating setting spray, a matte setting spray that provides a breathable film to help lock down makeup while protecting from frequent mask wearing. That I think is really, really cool. I might actually give this to my sister who has to wear a mask like all day. I work from home and she works with the public, so she wears a mask all day. And I just feel like this would be kind of like a little thoughtful thing to give her. There's also this cute little 2-piece set that I'm going to give away to someone. Lashes as well, because let's be honest, I'm not really a false lash person. I mean, these do look pretty, but I think I would like something that's not as long. Those are quite long. You can also see that Half Caked, which is an indie brand, sent me like such a generous package of like so many products. The candy paints are like their cheek and lip tints, and I still need to give these a go. I have done a little bit of swatching on these. Yeah, I have swatched this one out, and this is the shade Dollhouse. Just like for a quick swatch for you guys, but these look really gorgeous. I will keep the cream tints. I probably won't hang on to the powder shadow palettes, but as for the cheek tints, I definitely want to keep them and give them a go. There really is a lot here. What is this one? Oh, is this one of the, yeah, they also have like these bronzer shades as well. So for some of like the deeper ones, I'll probably pass those along and then just keep the ones that will work for my skin tone. They also sent along these highlighters as well. This is the No Chill Luster Highlighter. I can swatch out this one for you guys. It's called Diamond Breakfast. Come on. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, I have swatched this one out. So cream stick highlight. Looks really, really pretty, but I just need to give it a go and see what the formula is all about. And also I believe Half Caked is pretty affordable. A couple of their mascaras have more of their blushes that I'm going to keep. Again, probably going to pass along the pigment palettes, but they are very, very pretty. I have this 4-in-1 correcting primer from Pure, and it is it's a green primer, and I think that my sister would really, really like this, so I might try it out with her and see what we think. We really have like similar tastes in primers usually, so that might be kind of fun for us to test together. Fully Charged mascara from Pure. I really have been wanting to try out some new mascaras and see if there's one that really, really works for me. So I'll probably try this one out as well. The Venetian Rose palette from M Cosmetics. So this is not a new release at this point, but I have not really gotten a chance to do much testing on it. Think that now that they have cream shadows, I'm going to be reaching more for them, or even the Faded Clementine palette. I think it's really gorgeous. One more Glow Play blush from MAC. This is the shade That's Peachy, and it's really similar to the shade I already have. I just feel like I need another shade. I wish I went for something that was more neutral with this formula. This Haley's Refresh Ultimate Priming and Setting Spray. I have a lot of setting sprays right now, but this one does kind of intrigue me. But their Soft Matte Pore Primer, I'll probably pass along just because I typically like something a little bit more hydrating. I have this lip gloss from Persona. It's the shade, I feel like this was one of their kind of cult classic shades within this lip gloss, and I can see why. It's a gorgeous shade. I am going to keep this just because I've already started using it, and I do think it's a pretty color. Completely new eye contour brush from e.l.f. I don't know where this came from. I also have the bronze stick from Persona, and this is the shade Sahara. So the lightest shade is a little bit too warm for me. So I'm hoping that I can use a little bit less of this, maybe like as a contour, just very lightly on my skin, and get kind of like my desired look is blended out. I think I can make it work, and I've heard really, really good things about this formula. And lastly, in this box, I have this little cheek tint from Richwell Defee that I meant to mention. It's the shade Hummingbird. This is their Color Nectar Balm. I think that this is such a gorgeous, look at that juicy, gorgeous shade. I used this recently and found that I really, really liked it. The last box is all skincare. Look at all this. This is just too much. I definitely need to pass on some of this. Product I know that I can pass along is this one from Pharmacy. It's the Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pore Cleansing Toner. I have already used this and it wasn't as gentle as I wanted it to be, even though it's not a high percentage of BHA. Someone else with a different skin type will get better use out of that. Something I will be keeping that I just saw is this Milk Wash. It's a exfoliating jelly cleanser from Beekman 1802. I have heard really good things about this brand, so I really want to try out this cleanser. So it is an exfoliating cleanser, which I do love exfoliants in my cleansing step, just because it's not on the skin for very long, so there's less of a chance of irritation, and it's more of just like a mild exfoliation, which is definitely up my alley. I also have this micro exfoliant from Dermalogica. It's a physical exfoliant, I believe, which is usually not my jam, but I do think that this kind of product is helpful for flaking skin. So I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of want to keep it, but I think it's going to be one of those like once every while kind of products. A product that I actually bought is this from Benton. It is the Snail Bee High Content Steam Cream. Love this product. If you love snail mucin, if you love the Cosrx snail mucin essence, this one is just kind of like a lotion version of that. I really love it. It's great for like healing breakouts, great for brightening the skin. It's just a really good product. Special cleansing gel from Dermalogica I will be passing along because it's a little bit better for more oily skin types. Look at how cute this little kit is from Beekman. It's the vitamin C and retinol bloom kit. So it has a bunch of their products. Their bloom cream, their retinol, as well as their vitamin C. I think that this would be like a really cute gift. It might break this up and try like one of the items or just pass it along. Next, I have this product from Kinship that I have been meaning to try out because I'm really excited about it. So it's their retinol and salicylic acid acne treatment. As like a spot treatment, seems like a really good option. This actually uses like a gentler form of retinol. It's like retinol with an A. This just seems really up my alley, so I want to keep this. I haven't been breaking out too much, you know, knock on wood. For the glycolic exfoliating toner from Good Molecules, I'm probably going to pass this along. However, this does have galactomyces filtrate ferment in here, but I think it's not enough for it to be gentle enough on my skin, so I think it's just best if I pass this along. Keep the train rolling. All right, so La Roche-Posay sent me a big box of products, which I was over the moon excited about because I love La Roche-Posay skincare. Like, I really think that they're one of the best skincare brands out there, really, like, period. So they sent me the Lipicare lotion. This is the Daily Repair Moisturizing Lotion. I have tried, I think, the Balm, like the richer version of this. So I'm excited to see how this compares. It's like a shea butter kind of based lotion, which for the winter is really great. They also sent me this product, which I've used for literally years. It's the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser for normal to dry skin. As far as like a bang for your buck, beautiful, elegant, creamy formula, fragrance free, sulfate free, just non-stripping. This is one of the best cleansers out there, period. I prefer it even to like CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I know a lot of people love that one. I think this one's better. It's Baume, so I'm really excited that they stocked me up. They also sent along their Double Repair Moisturizer, which I'm really excited to try. I feel like maybe in the past I tried it before, so I'm excited to revisit it just because in general, again, I really like La Roche-Posay products, and I feel like their moisturizers and their cleansers are really where they stand out. Like, those are the products that I've really loved. But I do know that they are known for their sunscreens. They also sent along this tinted mineral sunscreen. Before I open this, I'm going to do a little swatch test, and if it looks a little bit too dark for me, which I have a feeling it will be, I'll probably pass this along to someone else so that they can use it. And I also have their hyaluronic acid serum. Oh yeah, and then their Cicaplast balm. This is really good at protecting the skin. If you want just like a general balm to put on your hands, on your lips, if you have like any flaking, or you can also use it on your face. Just like a great kind of overall soothing balm. Really happy to have this going into winter. Next, I have this product from Beekman. It is the Goat Milk Stick of Butter. It's like a moisturizing stick, which I think is pretty cool. Like, I might throw this into my car just to have something like really easy to just roll over my hands when I'm driving. But I wouldn't use this on your face because it does look like there's quite, like the first ingredient is coconut oil. Okay, this Mint Mud Deep Pore Mask from Kinship, I'm probably going to pass along just because I'm not a huge fan of mud masks like this. I just don't find that my skin needs them. However, I will be keeping this. I've actually used it a couple of times. It's the Bright Wave Energizing and Brightening Eye Cream. And I thought that this looked really pretty under my eyes. It made my eyes look refreshed. I do want to use this Naked Papaya Enzyme Face Cleanser. Have you guys used this? I really adore the Kinship SPF. So they sent along a package with some of their other items, and I'm trying to figure out what ones I want to use and try out. I'm definitely keeping this. This is their Self Reflect SPF. I actually have one already open, so I'm not going to open this one. But yeah, it's one of my favorite mineral sunscreens out there. It's so gorgeous. Really a beautiful, like, elegant texture. I have this Oat Ceramide Relief Oil, which sounds like really up my alley. It does have some fragrances in here, which I'm not always a fan of. You know, it's kind of everything in moderation for me. Everyone's skin is different, but in moderation, my skin is pretty fine with it. But yeah, I'm still kind of on the fence of whether or not I'm going to try that out. And then I have this La Roche-Posay Thermal Spring Water, which I've used before. This is great. This is great for before adding skincare products. Any like occlusives, just hydrators like this is really great to kind of prep your skin with. I also have this Erasa Lifting Sculpting Cream. It's for like the décolleté and the neck. Also might just give it to my mom and see if like she would be interested in trying it out. I also have a couple of sleeping masks from e.l.f. too. I have the Hemp Cannabis Sativa as well as the Holy Hydration. So this one does have jojoba oil in it. Honestly, looking at the ingredients, both of these are just like shea butter based sleeping masks, leaning more towards the Holy Hydration, I feel like. I did try out a bunch of products from Rovectin and was actually pretty impressed with them, but I have this LHA Blemish Ampule. I need to do some research on the ingredients in here, but I do think that this brand is coming out with some good formulas, so I just need to do some more research on this. I have two more products from Kinship, the Lemon Honey AHA pads, which I will pass along, and then the Super Melt Vegan Lip Jelly Mask. I think I'm gonna keep this because it does have a papaya enzyme ferment to kind of gently exfoliate the lips, and I love a product that can both exfoliate and hydrate, especially on the lips, just because I have chronically dry lips. Let me kind of collect my giveaway bin. All right, guys, so here are a bunch of products that I'm going to be giving away. I feel pretty good about that. So I will see, you know, my friends and family will go through this. And then I also want to do another giveaway very soon. So you might see some of these items pop up in that. But I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. I hope that this was a little bit more of just like a relaxing video. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.